Simone, and you're watching What's It Like? Hi everyone, I'm Gail and I'm a writer of comics and animation. One of the very best parts of my job is getting invited to conventions and signings all over the world. Places like Singapore, Shanghai, Paris, Buenos Aires, and lots more. I got to meet a quokka, and a lady in Glasgow almost threw up on me. The conventions are lovely, but getting there means airports, missed connections, and all the weirdnesses that go along with air travel. Even the newest planes smell vaguely of foot disease, and that's before the in-flight meal. Ever since I was a kid, I've been fascinated by trains, from the Boxcar Children to Alfred Hitchcock and Agatha Christie, and nothing sounds as romantic or adventurous as traveling across the country by rail. I've gotten to take train journeys in places like China and Scotland, but never across my own country. Seriously, who wouldn't want to help Cary Grant solve a murder in the observation car of a double-decker train? Recently, I was watching some YouTube videos about trains, and I said, "Oh man, we have to do this someday." Rocket Spouse looked at me and said, "Well, why can't we?" And it occurred to us that since I was already booked for C2E2, one of my favorite conventions in Chicago, that we might be able to take a train from where we live in the Pacific Northwest all the way to Illinois. And as you can see on this map, which was provided to us by a top NASA scientist, we asked the convention organizers if instead of flying us, they might be willing to sponsor us on this lifetime dream. They agreed, and so we're going to be chronicling the trip from the ticket lounge to arriving in Chicago 2 days later. We're going to be playing games, eating in the fancy schmancy dining cart, and maybe meeting some new train mates on the way, in between fighting cannibals and Bigfoots. Big feets? I don't know. We'll be riding the Empire Builder across 8 states through a frozen hellscape tundra. I personally am hoping for a Snowpiercer-like experience. Fingers crossed. Let me show you the route. Okay, let me explain to you about this fantabulous train trip we're going to be taking and where it goes, and it's going to take 2 complete days. And the weird thing, but it's completely true, is that the train starts out as 2 different cars. One starts in the fantabulous Seattle, Washington, and then our car starts in the equally fabulous Portland, Oregon. And so we they are this fancy schmancy car because they get to enjoy steak and crab cakes. We get to have a cold box dinner. And then 7 hours later, they meet in Spokane. They have some kind of weird train sex that makes them become one train, so that now we have a dining car and we can be schmancy too. But you can go. I like pink better, so here we go. Continue on this route. I'm hoping to spy my eye on many different herds of dudes as we go through this area.
Optimus Prime!
No! And then we keep going through no man's land, and we get here.
Godzilla!
Rocket Spouse, no.
Oh.
And then I'm wondering, where did all the people go? Oh, the cheese. So we keep following this route. We go, and then finally, after 2 days of train travel and games and food and sleep and whatever else happens, Nerdvana! I can't wait. This is a dream trip for us. Amtrak has 4 different basic tickets. Economy, which is a big roomy seat that reclines. Business, the same thing but with a tie on. The roomette, which is a tiny, tiny sleeper room with 2 bunks for sleeping. Seriously, it's tiny. And the Superliner bedroom, which is what we've got. That's a bit bigger and has a shower that's also a toilet, and I'm still trying to wrap my head around that. Additionally, we asked some of our favorite game companies if they would like us to test their games on the train for fun, and they sent boxes and boxes of stuff, which we'll talk about in the next video. So as we travel through some of the most beautiful landscapes in the country, we're going to be playing some cool games and hopefully getting some other riders on the train to join in. Not only that, but they've given us some Steam codes for full games for us to give away during the trip. So you get to see a weird video and get an excellent game for free. This is going to be so much fun. I can't wait to share it with you. If you follow me on Twitter at Gail Simone Look for the hashtag #TrainToC2E2 for photos and more, and subscribe to this channel to see all the videos for this amazing trip, all the way from Union Station, Portland to Union Station, Chicago. The good, the bad, the weird, the smelly, the delicious, and then the weird again, because that's going to be the best part. Thank you for watching. And now, because I'm a terrible person, here's a gratuitous shot of Amazon derriere. Hold on, wait for it. Star-Spangled Spumoni!